range of skills, I think, through the course of this program today. And the fact that, normally when you're in politics and you have government functions, we struggle to fill halls. So I'm all excited and happy to see the hall is absolutely packed just by developers and people who have come to learn and hopefully share at this conference. I must also say I was very impressed with the presentation of the gentleman before me and this notion of guidelines for the behavior during the conference and all that I think is a very welcome kind of approach where we want to have everybody be humane and kind and gentle. I must confess, long ago I used to be somewhat conversant with technology, but over the years I've moved out to other fields and other things, so I won't claim to be anywhere near the cutting edge of technology today. But I thought I'd use this opportunity to speak about a few things that have been on my mind. It's almost 18 months exactly since I moved to this portfolio from my old portfolio. And there's some things I've figured out and there's something we're working on. And I thought I'll just touch on those, and then from there I'll talk a little bit about where I see the opportunity for us, particularly in Tamilnadu, in the AI and cloud space. And hopefully that won't take too long. The first thing I must say is I've just come from the airport. I landed from Hyderabad, where I was asked to speak yesterday at the Indian Game Developers Conference. And my fellow guest of honor there was the local Minister for IT, Industries and Legislative Affairs of the government of Telangana, Sridhar Babu. And we were both asked to address a press conference together. Though they have an advantage in the sense that they have done policies better, they have built platforms better because they're newer platforms, and they have reaped the benefits of it. What then are the strengths of Tamil Nadu? How are we still at this place where, a hall like this, for example, after the game, 1,000 plus people here. So there's something about us that's a bit different, that is not related to short-term government policy, but something more profound in our approach to this industry. And I would say the basic component of it is human capital, is all of you. No other place in the world, per capita, pound for pound for the population we have, produces this many engineering, science, polytechnic and ITI graduates anywhere in the world. So we are really the leader in terms of technology human capital, and that has been our sustaining variable, to my mind, for all these years, why we still remain competitive. In fact, it is ironic, when I came to this portfolio, I asked for some data. I said, tell me who are the big employers, tell me where are all the big investments, in what cities, in what scale, in what numbers. And actually the government didn't have any data. Which means that most of this happened independent of the government. It didn't happen because of incentives. It didn't happen because, we went and did marketing. We didn't even have the data to market. And yet, there are so many employers here that have thousands and thousands of employees. My old employer, where I was managing director in Standard Chartered Bank, has 10,000, 12,000 people. Big banks, many big banks, Bank of New York, Citibank, Bank of America, any number of banks. Any number of other companies, Comcast, NBC, Universal in the media space, AI companies, accounting companies, any number of spaces we have or sectors, we have a huge presence in IT, and that's just talking about Chennai alone. If we start including Coimbatore and Madurai and Tirunelveli and other places, we are actually, almost every major company in the world is represented here. In fact, I'll go the next step and say because they've been here for so long and because the talent here is so exceptional, now we're starting to see people who started their careers in India, in the centers of these global corporates in India. We're starting to see them hold senior positions in the major multinationals of the world. Just to give a couple of examples, a friend of mine, Madurai boy, is now the Chief Operating Officer of Citigroup worldwide, and he started his career here in India, actually in Chennai. And then Verizon, which as you know is one of the biggest telecom companies in the world, the Chief Technology and Information Officer of Verizon worldwide in its headquarters in New Jersey, started his career here in Chennai at the Verizon operations over here. This is the quality of talent that we're producing and the scale of talent that we're producing, and that has been actually the sustaining variable for us. TANFINET project, so we get 100 Mbps minimum to every house across a 1 gig pipe to all 12,650 villages across the state. And over the years, we have put out policies in the previous.
I request audience to be seated for a few minutes. Thank you all.